Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Alive in the Unique Beauty and Meditation group. If you are watching this video and you didn't find it in the Unique Beauty and Meditation group as a live or a replay of a live, then I encourage you to go over to the Unique Beauty and Meditation group and join if you haven't already. Because a lot of times the live meditations or intuitive insight I do within this group first. So now that we've been live for a few minutes, it'll put a post out there. People can join me. I wanted to take some time to introduce you to some of my affirmation bracelets that I make. It's something I've made and done for myself for many years now. I want to say I'm working on 7 years that I've been making these bracelets for myself, and I've started recently making them and carrying them within my salon, and I wanted to share it with you guys here in the group as well as other people who will watch this video later on. Before we get into talking about the affirmation bracelets and how you can use them and what they could symbolize for you, I want to remind you that any of the tips, tricks, or ideas shared through this group or anything related to the meditative or intuitive services I offer are meant for spiritual entertainment and enlightenment purposes only. And if you have any physical or mental health concerns, please seek a physical or mental health professional. So you'll have to excuse me. I have my notes over here so that I make sure I hit all the points that I want to hit about these bracelets. So let's talk first about the bracelets and what they are. The bracelets are bracelets that I make that have different beads, different colors. The beads and the colors a lot of times. Hi Tammy, thanks for joining. The beads and the colors hold certain symbolism. The colors of the bracelet can be related to a chakra, can be related to an idea or an energy or an emotion or an intention that you want to bring into your life, as well as certain stones can symbolize certain energy or certain intention that you want to bring into your life. So a lot of times when I create these bracelets, there's a combination of different themes that inspire certain intentions that you want to welcome into your life. Take for instance this one. This one has some beads that are a little bit more earth tone. They have some flowers on it. They remind me of nature. They remind me of some grounded energy. And it also has some rose quartz, which reminds us of love and compassion and gentleness. And it has some aventurine, which helps with balance and positivity, and it reminds us to open our heart to abundance. And it has some hematite, which helps with protection and grounding and inspires certain themes like that. So for me, this bracelet represents some of those energies and represents my intention to welcome those energies into my life. The affirmation that would be suited with this bracelet would be, I'm grounded and nurtured by the beauty and love that surrounds me. And when you wear it, you can wear it as a reminder that you want to be aware of the beauty and you want to be aware of what's going on around you. And that can be a very grounding perspective. Now, if you follow energy stones at all, there are certain energy stones within these bracelets. I am by no means saying that these energy stones are cures or are medically energetic stones. I'm not going there. For me, these stones represent energies I want to welcome into my life. And for you, they can represent energies that you want to welcome into your life. And by wearing them, it can simply be a reminder that, you know what? I want to welcome this energy into my life today. This is my intention that I'm moving forward into my day. So this is a bracelet that I'm wearing. My personal self, like I said, I've been making these for years. And I have a collection of them at home. And I look at them and I'm like, this one represents this one represents that. And I choose which one I want to wear for the day. So now that I'm sharing these in the salon, I want to be able to custom create some for clients, as well as share a ton of different ones that I feel inspired to make so that you can have an option for intentions when you're at home. So there are a lot of personalized options in these bracelets. We can sit down and have an intuitive conversation or do a little bit of an intuitive reading and then create a bracelet that is customized for where you're at this time. Pair it with an affirmation that feels powerful for you at this time and empowers you in your self-confidence and your personal love and journey. We can also create them to help remember things and to help remember people and to remember ideas of, to hold them as a memory. You can, let's talk about different ways we can use them. When you have a bracelet, you can wear them, simply put them on at the beginning of the day and wear them as a reminder that you're affirming you want to welcome these energies into your life. For me today, I have my yellow calcite and my jasper, and to me they represent courage, joy, balance, and grounding. And they can correlate with the chakras that you're working with. Say, if you follow the chakras or any of the energy meditative experiences through Reiki or inner light healing or any of those modalities, you can wear these affirmation bracelets as a reminder of the chakras that you're working with, or in celebration of a chakra that's empowering you currently. The chakras are our energy centers of our body, and they help to support certain ideas and certain themes and certain energies within our energetic self. So, how are some different ways that you can use these bracelets? When you're working with these bracelets, you can simply wear them as an affirmation, like we said. You can also work with them in your actual meditative practice. We've talked before about affirmations and using affirmations, pairing them with our breath to calm our mind and focus ourselves while we meditate. You can pair these with the affirmations to give it a physical connotation. So you've got your breath work that you're slowing down. You've got your mind focusing on the affirmation. And then you can pair these bracelets by working the beads through your fingers with each affirmation. And then you can go through, count each bead with the affirmation as you travel around the bracelet. And then when you get to the end of the bracelet, or when you feel that you've balanced and calmed yourself enough, then you can move about your day. But the bracelet then can become a tool with your affirmation meditation to give you something to focus on while you're working into it. This is a great way to do a nice, gentle, new to meditation kind of thing, because it doesn't have to feel forced. It doesn't have to be a deep spiritual, sit in a Buddha position kind of meditation. It can be light and gentle, something you do in the middle of the day to remind yourself, I'm going to revisit this affirmation and I'm going to revisit this intention. You can also use these as using the beads to count what you're grateful for. I have a lot of people that will take these bracelets, and each bead at the end of the day, they'll go through and they'll count what they're grateful for. Now, some days you may only get 3 beads in. Other days, you may be able to count gratitudes all the way around the bracelet. But it helps you recognize what you're grateful for within the day. And the more you do that, the more you recognize what you're grateful for, the more you can cultivate more of that in your life. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, there's a lot of different ways that you can work with these amongst your day. Now, you can simply find one you love the way it looks and wear it in your jewelry wardrobe and celebrate it because it works great with a certain outfit. That's completely great too. What are some? We talked about wearing them as a reminder of the intention of what you want to bring in. We talked about pairing them with an affirmation, how they can represent the different chakras. Let me switch my page. Does anybody have any questions about them so far? And if you do have questions, leave them in the comments below. If you've experienced any of these bracelets, let me know in the comments below as to what you've experienced, how you like them, how they work. This obviously is not a new concept. This kind of meditative jewelry is in all modalities, everywhere, in all sorts of forms. This is just my own unique take on it because I found myself using it and thought, we'll share it with the world. So some of these bracelets, and not all of them, some of them I've embraced more as a reminder of the color energy that inspires me. But then there are some of them that have some of these energy stones. And I don't know if you follow the energy stones or not, but the theory behind it is that there's certain stones that carry a certain energy and help inspire a certain energy in our life. Like this one, for instance, has rose quartz. I always forget where the camera is on this thing. Has rose quartz and it has fluorite. So the combination of those two and the affirmation I paired it with would remind you that compassion and focus and self-love help my uniquely beautiful self bloom. This one I found I really enjoyed and made a few of and gave a few away, and just I find that that's one that I feel like I'm going to lean on a lot and create a lot of those because it feels very inspiring for me and a lot of people. So if you follow energy stones, then you also want to make sure that you're taking care of them energetically, that you're allowing them to sit in the moonlight, or you sit down and do a little white light meditation with them and reset your intention with them, or set them next to some selenite. Any of the stones that I sell, I'm going to work on, if they're an energetic stone, sending a little piece of selenite with you if you don't have any selenite, to set it on so that you can continue to cultivate that positive energy in these stones. Again, that's if you follow it. You don't have to follow it to enjoy the benefits of these bracelets. I use mine at night before going to sleep for affirmations and sometimes gratitudes, especially helpful on tough days. Thanks, Mom. Absolutely. I think that it's a really great way to reset that intention. So a lot of the prices of the bracelets may vary a little bit depending on what stones are in them, and how much those stones cost to get. But the bracelets usually are roughly around $20. If I'm shipping them out to you, there will be a little bit of a cost for shipping. If you're local and you want to pick one up, then let me know. We can, like I said before in the video, we can also sit down and create a space where we intuitively have a conversation about a bracelet that's specifically meant for you and what you're looking for at this time. Personalized bracelet we talked about. Going into intuitive readings, connecting with the energy, and custom create them. So when I sit down and I create these bracelets, especially the ones with the affirmations, usually I'll sit down and I'll do a little meditation, and I'll actually go into more of a reading situation where I will welcome my guides in to support me through this reading process. And then I'll ask, what bracelets should I create today? What affirmations should I pair with these bracelets today? And a lot of times it'll start inspiring some creativity. Okay, this is the affirmation I want. Or I'll start by, let's work with these 3 beads, and this is the affirmation I'm going to pair it with, and I'll make a couple up. So when I sit down with somebody specifically, that's what we do, is we sit down and do that little meditation and join together. Have you want to create for me? Fantastic, Cindy. We can do that. Absolutely. If you have certain themes that you know you want in your bracelet, you can private message me and we can talk about that. Or if you want to set up a time where we can sit down and do a little bit of a meditative connection and create that bracelet with you here, we can do that as well. Sometimes scheduling that time is a little bit trickier, getting schedules to meet up. So we can also discuss what affirmations, what energy you want to support, and then I can create it and have it ready for you, kind of break up those details a little bit, as well as I can also just intuitively go into a reading and create one and see if that resonates with you. Very cool. I would love to create one for you, Cindy. And they do come in different sizes, just logistics wise. Like this one is a 5.5 inch. Everybody's wrists are different. This one is a 7 inch. I actually do have one currently. Perfect. That'll be perfect to set up a time. This one, I know it's not anklet season, but that is one of the first things I did after creating one of my first bracelets, is I created an anklet, because I feel like our feet are a great source in connecting us to the earth. And it's a great way to, if we ground our energy, take our shoes off, stand on the earth, things like that. So this one has some hematite in it, which inspires protection and grounding. And we can use it as a wearable affirmation that we are divinely protected and we are divinely grounded. And we can wear it on our ankle. So the anklet that I have here is 9.5 inches. So knowing what size you're looking for works. Usually when I'm measuring a bracelet, I have a couple of different strings that I put inside of the bracelet, and I'll measure it out that way. So if you take a string and it sits loosely how comfortably you would like your bracelet to be, and you measure that gives me an idea and a ballpark as to how that works for you and what size. Fantastic, Tammy. I would love to create one for you, an anklet. Why don't you private message me if you're interested in me sitting down and in connecting and creating one personal for you on my own, or if you want to connect through a video, or if one of these that I have shown already seems to inspire you and you're interested in it. The only anklet I have currently is hematite. There is this one, and it has hematite and just some silver beads for decoration, but I can definitely make more. I'm trying to think, showed those two. On your own, please. I can do that. This one is very similar to one I have, but it's smaller. The affirmation that I have with this one, this has yellow calcite and some silver beads. I embrace joy and confidence. And this is the 6.5 inch. And I find, I don't know, like it reminds me, this is what I want to add into my day. So I think those are all the ones that I have here currently. As I get more, I'll share pictures on the Unique Beauty and Meditation page and on the Instagram and in this group. But those are the ones that I have currently for sale. But I look forward to creating some more for you. And I think it just cut out. So thank you very much for everybody that listened. And I look forward to connecting with those of you that are interested in me creating one for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And if you enjoyed what you've seen, share what you've seen, share it with a friend. In this video, once I upload it and save it, I will share it on the public page tomorrow. And then we can share it from there. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. And I hope you have a uniquely beautiful evening.